Hi, today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2013, and this is an Invisalign update on my Invisalign journey. So today starts week 2 of my refinement, week 2 of 45. That's a lot of weeks. That is 308 days left until the end of this journey. I'd hoped to be finished by Thanksgiving. Initially, that was my completion date, but when I had the refinement, things changed. So I'm trying to make the best of it, and after that first day when I came home and almost cried, I didn't, but I really thought about it. I decided it's just time. I'm going to be living those days anyway. I might as well be doing something productive and, you know, taking care of my teeth and getting them in the best possible position that I can is a positive thing. It's a productive thing. So, anyway, I've got a much better attitude about it than I did last week. So anyway, things are going well. The aligners fit perfectly. Initially, I had some soreness from, there was one attachment that they put on a crown back in the back, and they had to rough that area up. And I'm not sure whether it's that attachment or the area around it that they roughed up as well on my crown. That has some jagged edges or whatever, but that bothered me the first probably 3 or 4 days. Now it is not an issue at all. I don't even notice it, so I guess it was just a different spot than, that had an attachment on it that I've been used to. So hopefully this attachment will stay on. If it does, I'll be thrilled, because that's really one of the main teeth that needs to move back there at this point in time. So when I went last week, he gave me 12 of the aligners, 12 of the 45 sets, and so like I do every time, I opened the 12th package just to see what the difference would be between week 1 and week 12. That's the same thing I did at the very beginning when I first started this process. And the top really, very little change, just a little bit more to get this tooth right here into absolutely perfect position, which it will be by the end of these 12 weeks. And a couple of these teeth back here, the bottom teeth are going to be so much better in just 12 weeks. I'm really excited, and I've decided not to be disappointed that I'm not going to be finished by Thanksgiving or the day before. So hopefully I will still feel that way come November 27th when that day gets here, and I'm thinking I should have been finished by now. But it's okay. It's just a part of the process, a part of the journey, a little bump along the way. Speaking of another bump along the way, oh my goodness, and this has nothing to do with my teeth, but you may notice that my hair is darker, and it is a much improvement over what it was Thursday of this past week. The absolutely wonderful stylist that I had been going to for years moved from Birmingham to Cincinnati, Ohio, and over the past 4 or 5 years, I have followed him from shop to shop to shop, and he is just absolutely wonderful. He was worth following. There were even times when he was between shops where I would either go to his house or he would come to my house and he would do my hair. That's how much I really just loved him, and just a sweetheart of a guy, and I miss him. He did a wonderful job on my hair. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, Thursday of last week, I decided to try, I needed something done in my hair. My gray roots were coming through, and so I went to a shop in Pelham, which is where I live, and I shouldn't have gone there. I should have known when I walked in. I had an appointment, but when I walked in, I don't know, something just told me this is not right. It's okay to leave now. And before I even sat down, I said, now I just want to make sure before I, check and make sure before, you do anything. Do you take debit cards or credit cards? Because I always use a debit card. I hardly ever have cash. And they said no, but there's a bank right across the street. You can go and get some cash. And so that was my opportunity. That was my chance to leave and not come back. Well, I left, I went and got cash, and I came back. I was there for between 4 and 4.5 hours. That's outrageous. And my hair looked awful when I left. It was the wrong color. I can't even begin to describe it, but I will post a pic of what my scalp looks like in this video at the end so that you can just kind of get an idea. So I went back to a stylist that I had been to once when Wade, my previous wonderful stylist, had not been available, and she had done an absolutely wonderful job with my hair. Why I didn't go back to her? A couple of reasons. One, it was a lot more expensive than Wade was, and Wade was expensive. I mean, he was well worth every penny, but it cost a lot more than it does at some of the other shops. But I was willing to pay it. But it was even more at this other shop that I went to. But it was a great shop. Everybody in there is very talented, and my hair looked great when I left. But in addition to the price being higher, like probably $70, $75 higher, well, maybe $60 higher for everything I had done. I could pay with my debit card or with a credit card, either one, which was fine, but you couldn't leave a tip on your card. You had to have cash. And I didn't have any cash that day. I didn't have my checkbook because I never carry it with me either. So I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed to go back because I had not tipped her, and she did a great job. She deserved a tip. So anyway, I went back today, and my hair is a little darker than I'm used to wearing it, but fall is coming soon. I think it looks good. I'm very happy with it. She fixed the mess that it was. You should have seen it. No, really you shouldn't have, because it was awful. And to make matters worse, I had to go to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday looking that way. And I was really embarrassed. The people at my job that I work on the weekends, most of them said, oh, it doesn't look that bad, it's okay, it's not a disaster. And then one guy, Maurice, our secretary, he was the only one that was honest. Yeah, he agreed with me that it was awful, although he was kind about it. But I already knew. I knew. And so anyway, I don't mind going out in public now. My hair looks much, much, much better. You might not can see it in this light, but it's very silky and shiny. She trimmed it too. And I do have some highlights, but they're very subtle. They're all blended through, and they look a lot more natural than what I had, what she had to cover up. She did a great job in salvaging my hair, and so I'm very grateful. But anyway, that's just a long, boring spiel about my week and my setback and my bumps in the road. But anyway, the Invisalign journey is going well, so we'll carry on, and I will post another probably shorter update next week unless there is anything new and exciting to tell you. Until then, bye.